we're back in this basement. It's Monday. Let's call it June 13th. Why not, right? And we're here with two old bees, as I like to say, previous guests on the show. It's Riki Lindhome and Big J Oakerson, everybody.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
The crew goes wild. All the ones that can. You know, the camera guys have to keep the camera steady, and so they can't clap. And they're not wooers, really.
It does look like you work, like you really make your camera guys work. Like you could use tripods, but they have to hold them instead.
No, because that's how delicate and special these cameras are, is that someone has to just hold it by the neck the entire time. Always be ready for anything that could happen, because things go really wild sometimes. Let's get crazy in here.
Yeah, I want to know the biggest freak out that's ever been on the show. Like the most wildest, like someone's like, we have to stop. Has anyone ever just asked you to stop?
Nobody's ever done that.
Never?
Nobody's ever said, let's stop. Jonah Ray got pretty catatonic in front of an audience at Largo.
Wait, was I there?
Steve Agee had a little bit of a meltdown one time. You might have been there, yeah. I don't even know if I was there. But yeah.
A meltdown, like he really started.
The classic one, because most people handle it okay, but the classic one is Jack Black, that he really flipped his shit.
Really?
Yeah, in a nice way. He was pleasant, but he was just gone.
Wow.
Really fucked up. Classic episode, most popular, most viewed episode at 2 million and something, but who's counting? Our strains today are the sativas called Zeta, I guess? Z-E-T-A? I guess that's how you would pronounce it. I don't think it'd be Zeta, because maybe it'd be Zeta.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Zeta-Jones, she's Z-I-T-A, isn't she?
No, I think it's this
She's
one.
Z-E?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it's Zeta.
Yeah.
Maybe it's named after her. And then the indica is called Vegan OG. I know how to pronounce all of that. And so if you want to try an indica, but you guys are sativa heads like me, right?
I'm learning now that I am, yes. I never really thought much of it, most of my life, I just kind of got the weed that was available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how
whatever
it's
you
done.
have, you just take it.
Yeah, the guy comes with a bag of something, and that's what you have.
And now I'm realizing that there is a major difference from shutting you down and off and having a minor panic attack to being in a good mood and light and fun.
I'm still in the I take whatever weed I'm given phase.
Yeah.
I don't even know the difference.
Really?
I just have like one little pipe that I smoke and it makes me fall asleep. And I love it. Thank you.
You use it just to fall asleep?
Well, it helps me get into my like Law and Order watching zone where I can like I can turn on Law and Order and then my brain starts to zone out.
Which
and
Law and Order?
Asleep. Any of them. I like the original the best, but I'll watch any of them.
Did you watch the Tonys last night?
Some of it, yeah.
They had a really funny gag where they were showing how just everybody that was nominated for Tonys were all in episodes of Law and Order. And then they showed one dude, Danny Burstein, who's in Fiddler on the Roof right now, but they showed him, he's played like 6 or 7 different characters on Law and Order, and they just rattled them all off with pictures of each one, and he kind of looked different each time, but it was still hilarious.
Well, they have a 2-year turnaround, so every 2 years you could be on there, and it doesn't apply to the other
every
ones.
New York actor that's anyone that's there in a show can go and do a few hours on Law and Order in the daytime.
Yeah.
They're usually somebody like, sweeping up or packing something up while the detectives ask them questions.
What's funny about them is they've had a lot of characters in the show like play like a part that's like not a major part, or like, and then they become like one of the cops. Like the same person as
There's
like a cop on the show.
The DA in the redhead DA from Law and Order SVU. I saw her in an old episode. It was like a year before. She played this girl who like sodomized someone.
Oh yeah, they raped a guy.
Yeah, she raped him and then hung him from the ceiling or something, and then was like wearing his necktie.
They raped a male
DA.
stripper. It was a male stripper to go in and.
Oh yeah, she didn't kill him. She raped him.
How many times have you jerked off to that episode?
Countless.
Well, at 6:20.
It's one of the few things I DVR'd that has a little K next to it, which means keep forever.
That's what it means, for real?
Mm-hmm.
For reals? At 6:20 Pacific time, which was coming up right now, it'll be 4:20 in Adak, Alaska.
Perfect.
And then on the AM side, Athens, Greece. So if you're watching from Greece, let us know that you're up at 4:20.
4:20 somewhere.
Oh, it's 4:20 somewhere. So let's all take a hit of something. I'm going to go right after this bong, right off the bat.
Do we know what's loaded with what?
Put sativa and everything. If you want indica, I'll load it up special for you. I'm kind of feeling we should all do an indica hit at some point.
Yeah.
Just to see if we can tell
loaded,
people what the
I'm so
difference
curious
is.
about this one.
We can load that up. By all means.
I'm going to copy you. I'm going to do whatever you do.
Bong rip?
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're going to watch so much Law & Order tonight?
But just hit one of these pipes for the fun of it.
Just to start it?
Yeah, because we got to all smoke within this 1 minute.
Oh, I didn't
You're
realize.
going to have a whole
You
relationship
don't
with
smoke
Jerry
right
Orbach.
at the 420 somewhere mark.
What?
You're going to have a whole relationship in your mind with Jerry Orbach.
I
later.
already do.
Benjamin Bratt, then?
Jerry Orbach will always be Lumiere to me.
He'll always be Dr. Houseman to me.
Yes. From Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know you weren't the one who got Penny in trouble. You were wonderful out there.
He really doesn't understand his daughter.
He did.
But he comes
does
around.
by
He
the
comes
end.
around in the end. Yeah.
As a father of a 13-year-old, though, she was being sort of a whore that summer.
Was she 13?
Please, let a
Yeah.
wizard. Let
That's when a
wizard be
baby
wizard.
becomes a woman. Someone named Baby becomes a woman. Yeah, that movie's trippy. We did an interruption of it, and it was it's just kind of the whole abortion subplot. I don't even know if it's a subplot. It's the plot, pretty much. We're in the
Penny gets knocked up by
we're in the
Robbie
Hamptons. Somebody gets fucking pregnant.
They're in the Catskills, right?
Catskills, yeah.
They're Kellerman's in the Catskills.
Yeah,
and Penny
yeah.
gets knocked up by Robbie the Creep.
Yeah, but then the summer's over, then Robbie just goes back getting high fives all year for his great summer stories, just porking every girl in the place. But how did Robbie get the hot chick who was one of the Dirty Dancers when he's one of the geeks from back at the Foxtrot studio?
Because he's rich.
There's holes in the story, is all
No,
I'm saying.
he's not from a Foxtrot studio. He's one of the rich guys who runs it. He's a future hotelier. He's
Right.
He's an heir to something.
Still, Penny was a bit of a back alley whore, if you know what I mean. And I just think, really, Robbie was slumming it, if I'm being honest.
Well, that's what Robbie thinks too. You think Penny could have done better, or Robbie could have done better than Penny?
Look, we'd all be lucky to have fucking Swayze in that piece. I also the only modern song in the whole movie is sung by Patrick Swayze.
That's such a good song.
She's like the wind, dude.
Oh, that's right.
She's like the wind through my trees.
Through my trees.
She rides the night.
If I know every word to that song, can you make it out, Ricky?
Next to me. That's always my filter.
Am I just fooling myself? Whole thing.
She'll stop the
shit.
I also know Jack Wagner's one hit, All I Need. He played Frisco on General Hospital.
Wow,
Anyone my mom wanted to fuck when I was younger, I knew all their music.
It's so edible. That whole statement
okay.
is so edible.
Let me think of another one.
My mom wanted to bang Chico from Sha Na Na. Everyone here is probably too young to remember Sha Na Na.
Who was the guy that would sing "Wherever You Go"?
Richard Marx.
whatever- Oh, I knew you'd know that one.
That was a
Crazy
big hit.
mother.
Crazy mofo.
It brings out a really sweet side of you, this marijuana, I think.
I listen to a lot of oddly soft music.
How long have you been a pot smoker? Have we discussed this before on the show?
I'm not sure. We smoke pot a lot.
Were you a late bloomer?
I was. Yeah, I started probably with any kind of regularity around 26 or so.
Oh, okay.
And that was mostly weekends. Mostly every weekend. And then by about 29, it was, I'd say, a daily thing, at least at night.
Well, now you dodged a bullet too, in a sense, because I know I did, because I didn't start till I was 28, and now Sanjay Gupta says 24. You should wait till you're 24 before you start, because your brain still isn't finished. Your frontal lobe isn't done developing till around the age of 24, and so weed smoking could fuck with that.
Sanjay Gupta said that?
Yeah.
The guy from American Idol? That's
no.
Sanjaya.
Yeah.
Sanjaya. That's Sanjaya Gupta. That's Dr. Sanjaya Gupta.
I get my advice from Sanjaya.
This is
You can tell this
Sanjay
clown,
Gupta.
whatever your Sanjaya is, you can tell him to go fuck himself.
I started when I was 24.
Yeah.
I guess I had
oh,
the
there
right-
you might have made the cutoff. Yeah, you might have done it just right.
My dad
What
smoked
do you think
when
of
I was
these?
young. I knew my dad smoked when I was young, and
What are these?
it made me think I thought it was weird that he did, so I never wanted to when I was younger. Just give it, goes play with that in the corner. Hey, it's Doug.
What do you think of these?
I gotta keep
We're
Ricky
gonna go
busy.
talk-
I want to talk to you
Wait,
about
what
something.
are these?
They are monkeys that also are lighters, and they one of their arms is the thing that makes the flame go, but they're both broken.
Oh, thanks. So,
So
you
you
were giving me a
can't-
toy to play with so you could talk to Jay.
No, this is a regular thing on the show. It's the next card on my list of things to do. Is just
Have Riki play with toys.
No, we just hand them to the guests and then we see what they think of them. Like you have to describe them.
I think they're great. I'm curious about the hands are made for something.
Don't you think they like weigh a lot for the children? Well, first of all, they're not a children's toy.
They're
but don't
lighter.
they look like a children's toy a little bit? And then it weighs a lot, don't you think?
Could you hook it on a straw? Like hook it on your drink?
It's possible. Not my
We've
straw.
both been
My
on the show
straw's too
before.
big.
How is this happening?
What?
I guess maybe we didn't start doing this until after you guys were both on. You were both on long enough ago.
I've never seen the monkey lighter.
Yeah.
But I want one now. I'm a sucker for a weird lighter.
Have you done the show in the studio before, or are you always just in front of an audience?
Just in front of an
That's
audience.
it. Give them back to her.
Sorry.
What do you think of those things?
What do I think?
Yeah, describe them.
Well, it looks like a ceiling fan. Like it looks like half a ceiling fan. His face, like if there was two more ears, then it would be a ceiling fan.
His ears are
face.
very good ceiling fan.
Yeah, doesn't
flaps.
that look like a ceiling fan flap?
Well, we broke Riki. He only took one whack of sativa.
already
no,
too
I
high.
had two. I'm not that well. Maybe.
Were you serious about taking a bong rip?
Maybe. Yeah.
You said I'll do whatever Doug does.
Okay.
You did.
I haven't done a bong rip since maybe I was 24. So I don't
Aside
even
from the
totally
flame
remember
coming
how.
out of their head, I think that they're just dangerous because they're so.
They are
just did
heavy.
that.
There you go. Hang on. Watch your ears, you guys.
Wait, am I doing this wrong? I literally don't remember how to do a bong hit. It's been that long.
Simple.
What you gotta do is you hold it like this.
Yeah.
You take. I'll use my lighter. You put your mouth in there like that. Should I just do one? Another
Yeah.
one?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, I was way off.
You know, you can kind of control how much or little you get.
I'll be over here
It might be a
pontificating
little,
the
might be a
war in
little
Mordor.
ashy. I might need to reload it because I didn't feel like I got anything. And that thing's tricky as a motherfucker, like,
Wait,
because
it's
people
supposed
like
to
it
be
when
boiling?
you clear it, you know?
How's it
and
supposed to be
it's hard to not leave a little smoke in there. You got to time it just right,
It's not boiling.
or double hit it.
Are you waiting for it
You
to
gotta
boil?
hit. You gotta.
That's what he did.
You gotta.
Well, a watched pot never boils, so.
This is a massive bong. Her face might be too small for this bong.
I don't think there was much smoke came out in
I
it.
don't really know if I got that much out of that.
Yeah, it
but
didn't work.
Yeah, I don't. I gotta see what's going on with this. We might need to repack this. I thought I packed it pretty good.
Smoking pot is not intuitive to me.
really fine.
Like I'm not like, oh, that's clearly how it works.
But
I
you
have
do
to
it
be
nightly?
shown. No, I only have my little pen.
Oh,
So I have the easiest way. There's the
Yeah, the
liquid
vape
thing.
pens are pretty pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I don't have to
Get
press
the job
anything.
done for you.
You're not impressed with the pens?
I'm not impressed. Edibles and the pens I don't fully get.
I don't like edibles.
I'm old school.
Well, that's too bad because we got a bunch of edibles on the table. If you guys wanted to try that, if you want to give that a go.
This will be the day I go, edibles don't really work on me, and then you find out I'm like climbing a wall somewhere in downtown Hollywood.
Some crazy ones here, man. These would work on you. They'd work too good, I think. But
The last time I did an edible,
they're incredibles.
I ate a cookie and it started working when I was in Banana Republic. And it was really weird. I was trying on sweaters because it like wasn't working. So
I took an edible and it made me go to work at Banana Republic.
but
I was there and I just started working.
I
Got a
just
sweet
started
job at
finger
Hot Topic
spacing
for
the.
6 months.
And was that a bad experience that it kicked in there?
It was. I was like in a dressing room, like trying on sweaters. I'm like, I don't want to be here. And then we had to walk all the way back to my place, and I just didn't want to be high. I think, in that way.
That can happen sometimes, yeah. You know, it's better to time it so that you're like in an amusement park or at a movie or something.
Do you ever get the panic attack ever?
I think I might have once or twice.
Ones where I would never like any kind of regular.
Every once in a while, I'm just sort of like, wow, I'm really high right now, and this might not be the best time for it or whatever, you know. But I rarely drive while high, so that's so I don't even remember what that feeling was like. But I used to do it all the time, and
I've had it ruined.
you're very
like,
aware that you're doing it.
driving. I don't mind. It doesn't really bother me when I'm driving too much, but like in a movie theater, that can go either way. Whenever like we get you smoke and go to the movies, like sometimes it makes it not good. That yours
Really?
looked nothing like that. By the
No,
way.
that's not. I didn't get any of that kind of smoke.
Yeah, that's how you gotta do it.
That's what you want to get.
Okay.
That's the secret.
And that's gonna kill 15 minutes while you cough.
You guys can talk about the monkeys some more while I cough.
That's happened a few times to some really really good smokers have come on here and taken a big rip of something. And here, you want me to light it for
Yes,
you?
please.
Tony Hinchcliffe told me last night he had a nice coughing fit on this.
Thank you.
Yeah, it happens to everybody, especially me. I've had some horrible ones. Ready? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh, no, not even sort of.
Keep going. Keep going if you can. I mean, seems kind of pushery.
Wait, and then that.
Here, I'll finish it.
Right.
She's a champ.
And then.
I feel like we have the weirdest, smallest frat that we're running.
I'm like laughing.
We're having a party, Ricky.
It's very
I'm laughing
exclusive.
and
Come on
at the same
over.
time, and I don't know which one to do.
So,
Just surrounded by people forcing you to take that thing.
you want to do a keg stand? You gotta get your underwear.
Oh, damn.
That one hurt.
Yeah, all this LA stuff. This is.
But it
breath
makes you
spray.
really high, right?
Yeah.
You feel pretty high right now, don't you?
It feels like Bernie.
Yeah, I feel so high. I feel like I've had sunglasses on this whole time.
What's the point? Hey, dude, guess what? You do. What's hemp wick?
That's where like a lot of people are concerned for our health and smoking with the fucking butane lighters all the time, and so they send me these and they tell me to use them, and I never do because I'm just
start a fire?
I'm pot lazy, but no, you light one end of it on fire and it stays lit, and then you can light your bowls with it, and you don't have to. Touch this to the bowl and inhale all that butane.
Is that really a thing? I feel like Joe Rogan said that once, and now it's a thing.
Or Joe Rogan would be the first to, that's crazy! Like, he'd be the first to debunk it if, like, he didn't think that seemed legit, So, I don't know.
I just
know that it's a foolish trait in a human being to not really give a shit about, to not worry about things that you should probably worry about. But that's what we do. It just happens.
In a pinch, if you smoked a bowl ever with a match, that's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Takes forever.
No, it's always been in a pinch because, it's very aggravating. Like, especially like if you're out in the wind or something.
Yeah.
Have you ever smoked pot with one of those candle lighters? The lighters that are like this long? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've done that.
Yes, I've done that.
They're like a little gun, and and the thing comes out of the end. Yeah, and like very serious. Same with trying to smoke something off of a stove. I've come very close to burning my own face just to get a hit.
You ever try to light one off of a stove that's got like just the coil that gets hot?
That's what I'm talking about. It's fucking scary as shit. Like, what am I doing?
Work?
Yeah.
It's like it's just to brand you only.
If I could grow an actual beard, it would have been on fire. Yeah.
I mean, a Zippo.
Stupid.
A Zippo is the worst,
stupid.
other worst lighter to try to light bowls with too.
A Zippo?
A Zippo lighter.
Oh, with the thing that comes off?
Just like it opens.
It's got like a lid.
Yeah, it just stays lit until you close the lid.
Oh.
For some reason, they are horrible for it too. Just keep going. You just keep going. It's fantastic. But you eating yourself out with some indica?
Yeah, do you want to try some indica? I think that's a fantastic idea, and it's about time for our first break. So that's the cliffhanger, you guys. When we come back, we're going to try some indica. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, this episode is brought to you by our friends at Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box service for epic, geek, and gamer items and pop culture gear. For less than $20 a month, you get 4 to 8 items that include licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique one-of-a-kind items, and more. Loot Crate is more than just a subscription service. It's an entire community of fans that share their experience and interact with each other around the unboxing of each month's crate. And they guarantee $40+ in value in every crate. Sometimes it's a lot more. Every month there's a different theme and all the items are curated around that theme. Pop culture is full of brave new worlds and societies in flux that don't always turn out for the best. June's theme will be exploring some of the ways things can go wrong with Dystopia, featuring classics RoboCop, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and The Matrix, and new faves BioShock Infinite and Fallout 4. We've got a figure, cool collectibles, and of course, our dystoporific monthly tea. Remember, you only have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate, and when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. Sayonara. So go to lootcrate.com/getdug and enter the code GETDUG to save $3 on your new subscription today. Thanks to our friends at Incredibles for supporting our special episode of Getting Done with High in Denver, Colorado. During the show, you may have noticed us enjoying some of their outstanding products, including this delightful high-end and effective vape pen modeled by Gabe the Magician. It offers a smooth draw with an E that lights up at the end. It's modern, sleek, rechargeable, and pairs well with Incredibles' other products. Incredibles? Get it? To see more of those products, visit iloveincredibles.com. We're big fans of Incredibles, and we're not the only ones. Just look at some of the awards they have won at recent competitions. The company's founders are committed to creating products of the utmost quality and consistency, and they're also dedicated to seeking responsible industry growth and are actively involved in education and legislation. Thanks again to Incredibles for helping us take the show to Denver. Be sure to go to iloveincredibles.com to learn more today. Hey, you guys, we've got 1,451 folks watching and smoking along with us, I hope. Or just watching. Some people just watch it. I'm like, that's cool.
Shaking their heads at other people getting stoned, like, get a job.
It wasn't just to be disgusted.
Just laying around telling other people to
this
stop
fucking
being
guy.
You no good.
He can't host a show. It's like he's stoned or something. He keeps talking over everybody. Yeah, that's what stoners do when they're talking. And people. You ever watch that Entourage program?
Yeah.
Boy, do those guys take turns talking. They never overlap once in their entire lives.
Except Ari Gold. He cuts
Because
everyone
he just
off.
screams all the time. Yeah, and he's real.
Is that a thing about the show you notice, that people never cut each other off in the show?
I'm obsessed with the movie, Entourage the movie, because it's just such a weird... It's just like a really long, expensive episode of the show.
Yeah.
And not the show in its heyday, like just the show as it was towards the end. You know?
Did you like the show?
I watched every single episode.
So did I, and I don't know why.
It's just a fun show to just like, there's just so many great elements that it's like, it doesn't matter that it's not as, like, everything can't be really great and cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I never watched it. I was like, these guys are just like, hey, want to watch four dudes kicking ass? I'm like, oh, thanks, Mark Wahlberg, I'm all right. You want to see four different parts of my personality all individually kicking ass? Sure.
I think we've been in Washington, D.C. together at that festival that one time when Kate and I got in an accident in the Uber.
Oh, yeah, and then we all did the Rolly adult things.
Wait, did what? Oh, you guys went on the Segway tour. I didn't go, and you got rained on.
Oh, yeah, but it was so fun.
Yeah, that's the whole story. That's exactly what happened. We don't disagree. Yeah, so Washington, D.C., that's why I brought it up, is they're the 31st time that they've been the number one place, state or district per capita watching an episode of this show, the last episode.
Really?
Which had, who was on that one? Number 2 is Oregon.
What's his face?
3 is Washington. 4 is Colorado, and 5 is California. It always kind of shakes out that it's all the places where it's legal. Just watch the show more, which is, again, goes against that theory that, like, when it's legal, it won't be as exciting to people, and it'd be like, and that's not true at all.
Well, D.C. is I was there a few weeks ago, and I went to the White House, and they were having a demonstration outside against circumcision. And there's a bunch of people wearing white suits with fake blood splatter over their, like, crotches. It was hilarious.
Oh, that's bad.
And they had a ninja dressed in white that was performing circumcisions with a sword on, like, a little toy baby. And they had another toy baby that had all the suture, what do you call it, the hemostats all over its little fake doll dick skin.
Feels like Clockwork Orange.
It was uncomfortable, but hilarious. And then also, because it's just like right outside of the White House, 2 black dudes breakdancing, which was pretty great. So that music playing while people were like really yelling, like, a lady walked up to me and like yelled in my face, like, circumcision makes the penis smaller.
Wait, what do you think the chant would be if you were protesting circumcision?
I would never protest it.
But if you were, like,
Can't wrap my brain around the concept. I say get the fuck back to
something would
England.
have to rhyme with foreskin.
Foreskin?
Like, no more forcing us to lose our foreskin. There's not a better version of that.
Forsaken. You
should
get
write
in there
battle raps.
somehow.
Forsaken our foreskin.
Why have you forsaken our
Yeah.
foreskin?
This kind of sounds like Hamilton a little bit.
It does.
Yeah.
I was listening to that on the way here.
It is very entertaining to listen to.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't heard?
It's crazy.
I saw that thing they did
it's
on the
like,
Grammys.
It just
I didn't
reminds
like
me
it.
of Schoolhouse Rock. It's just fun to learn about something, but it's a catchy tune. You know,
And it's catchy? They're
it's
actually good
history,
songs?
and the songs are catchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some's rap, some songs. Some of the songs are beautiful. There's like,
Yeah.
you'll like those. Your mom probably likes,
You think my mom will bang somebody from Hamilton?
some of the ballads in Hamilton. Your mom would love them.
So pretty.
Yeah.
She'd sing them in the shower all the time.
My mom with black dudes? Well, her dad's dead, so.
Let's do a pot quiz, Hop Shots. I got a list of the top 10 states per capita watching this show that's a non-legal state. Like, it's not legal for medicine or recreation or anything. I'll give each of you one guess. What do you think is the number one non-legal state? So it's the first state.
I saw the card.
Oh, you did?
Well, I was just looking before. I didn't.
Did you memorize all 10?
No.
Okay, what was number 8?
Oh, I have no idea. I only saw the first one.
Okay, but Jay, go ahead and guess what the first one was.
Non-legal.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
But you just got to think of, if you can, the state where it's like, yeah, it feels like they're getting close, like they should be about there.
Is it New York?
No, not even. It's really far low on the down there on the list. It's Nebraska.
Really?
Yeah.
Cornhuskers.
Then Wisconsin, Texas, Utah, Idaho. I mean, those are all great smoking spots.
Are they?
Yeah, a lot of wide open spaces. All those places.
It's true.
Big Sky
I smoke
America.
weed in downtown Idaho, I think, maybe, allegedly. And,
Downtown Idaho.
just
Is there a thing? It's called downtown.
all the
Idaho?
weed just
I
goes
think
up
it's
into the
Boise.
hills. What'd I say?
Downtown
Idaho. Well, I love movies,
I
so
feel
it's
like I
like
know
my
where you're
own
talking
private
about,
Idaho. Yeah, Boise is,
But I picture where in Boise that you're talking about.
right?
I picture near that
That's the spot.
community center and those breakfast places.
See, I think everywhere when you go, even those middle of the country bumfuck places now, especially traveling to do comedy, you always end up in the same, open air mall where it's like a Panera Bread. And, no matter where you are in the country, there's a Panera Bread and a GameStop.
That's the thing where I really, aside from smoking weed, I overindulge when I'm on the road. It's just hard not to eat, garbage food, because you're either eating garbage, like you're just at a place that's terrible, or you go someplace awesome and have the most garbagey food that they have.
I do the second thing. We get whatever the best barbecue is or whatever the best whatever is and eat our faces off.
Yeah, it's feels so good at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the problem is, if you live in LA or New York, it's not so much a problem, but on the road, when I decide to eat, it's generally 2 o'clock in the morning.
Me too.
So what's open? And it's usually on the road. You can get something good here or New York for sure, certain places, but again, downtown Idaho, it's going to be fucking Domino's time.
Perkins.
And it's just, maybe a nice Shoney's. Shitty franchise diners of the South.
Steak and Shake.
I remember going from I lived in Buffalo. And we would go to South Carolina, and every year we'd count the Shoney's we went by because there were so many.
Nice Shoney's.
Yeah, they were always attached to a Howard Johnson or something, right? Yeah.
As of today we have 131 patrons on patreon.com/gettingdug. That's we have this 420 club that people can sign up for. They pay $4.20 a month. And we're trying to reach a goal, a heavy monkey goal, where we're going to take those monkeys and we're going to repair them so that they work again. And then we're going to send one to a lucky winner in the 420 club.
You can get these particular ones to work again.
And this month they're giving away to one person that's that is a member a complete merch bundle. That's a T-shirt, a mug, a blue card, and for the first time the mug will be signed by myself and Gabe. Thanks to John Newcomb. a patron who suggested a signed mug. Great idea, John. Probably slaved over it. If I get a mug, they could sign it at least. These mugs are $20.
Like, how could we?
Wow.
$28 with shipping. And if you're ordering it from another country, enjoy your $50 broken mug.
I feel like you're really good with merch, though. I've seen you on the road with your merch. You sell your wares.
I don't
very
take it
well.
on the road anymore at all.
Really?
I rely on all my internet friends to just buy my stuff on the internet.
Oh yeah.
You
Buy
were so
tickets
good
to my
at it,
shows.
though.
That's the main thing I want people to do is buy tickets to my shows because then we all get together and have a nice time.
Were you good at it? Were you good at doing the merch on the road? I
think I'm good at it. And in certain circumstances, it's a lot of fun because I'll be like somewhere where they'll just let me smoke or drink while I'm doing it.
Oh, but you're also it's like you're doing.
Sometimes you're in the lobby of a fucking
But it's fans at this point now, like almost like 100% for you. It's not like anyone just happened to see the show, so that's a big deal too. When you're doing it, just like, hey, I did a show, and like some people just came out to see me and they decide they're gonna buy some merch. I had a guy one time. It was the last time I ever tried to sell merch. I brought T-shirts, and it was a guy walked. It was the club in Edmonton. You ever do that? The Edmonton comic strip. They go, bring merch because this place, they love it. So I made T-shirts, which was a mistake. I'm selling them myself. This is before Square or any of those things where you could take credit card payments. They go, we set you up at this bar to do your merch because it's right next to the ATM if people don't have cash. I go, okay. And this guy comes out and he has a credit card. He goes, let me get two. I'll get a large for me and get a small one for my wife. And I go, cool. And he hands me the card. I go, oh, I don't take cards. I go, but there's an ATM right over there next to you. And he just smacks the card on the counter and just goes, forget it. He's left. And I was like, I'll never do it again. There's not a chance.
That,
I can't take that just that rejection. I'm like, you know what? Buy stuff. Exactly. Buy stuff on.
There's two steps to buying this thing.
And now
I don't need to bother.
And now years later, where there's predominantly fans at shows now, they always like, you bring merch, and I'm like, just get it online, man. I don't want to be weird with you at all. I can't
It's weird to be like selling your own wares after, but it's lucrative and like also it is giving them a little extra something for their buying an overpriced thing from you.
Dude, John Witherspoon, I used to watch. You take a Polaroid with him, and he puts it in one of those cardboard frames for like $25, whatever it is. But you do the money exchange with him on stage. It's so weird. Like they hand him $30 and he pulls out this big fat wad and he slices you off 5 ones and puts that in the wad and puts it away and then
Why
he
doesn't he
starts
get
it all.
someone to help him?
I could never guess why. No, he's got somebody stapling the cardboard frames.
Right.
But
Someone's
taking the picture, but he does the money, he's the money exchange. It's so weird. His big yellow pants. Ridiculous.
I love it. Let's do some pot topics. Do we have time for pot topics? Let's pot topic it.
Hot topic.
I wanted to say it again. Does it read my mind now? In Juneau, Alaska, the first licenses were approved for legal marijuana growing and testing facilities. And the main focus is for growing and testing facilities because they want to make sure that the stores will have enough product to sell. They're worried about weed being too popular.
And they'll run out.
Everyone's gonna want weed up there.
In Juneau, Alaska?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would if I lived there.
Yeah, I mean they already
kinda
do all
dark
smoke
and-
weed up there. I think.
You ever spend any time in Alaska?
Alaska's medicinal. I've been up there.
Do you ever,
medicinal?
Yeah.
Kate and I went there and we took a helicopter onto a glacier.
Yeah.
That was the best.
When you're smoking weed on a glacier, nobody says shit.
Did you do that? Did you go on a glacier?
No, but I went to a ice sculpture competition.
In Alaska?
And it was all like shit like you could walk through and stuff that people made, like sandcastles, but with ice. And it was a pretty fun day.
They literally, everything in Alaska does start with getting stoned. They got us stoned and took us to a wildlife reserve. And it's just it's like, hey, that's the only bald eagle in captivity. And you just stare at that. And it's 20 people standing around hey, eagle. Hey, moose. They're all just beat up.
I'm driving to the gig. I say to the guy driving me, "What's this? What's that in the sky?" He goes, "That's the Aurora Borealis. Like it's no big deal." And it's the Aurora Borealis. It's amazing. It's a crazy light show.
From the Flock of Seagulls song?
Yeah.
Aurora Borealis came in view in the Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, it's this crazy light show that, conspiracists have a lot of ideas about.
When Kate and I were up there, we rented a van and we drove down to other towns, but we only listened to Jewel, her first album, right after she left Alaska.
Right, you
As,
like
a
first
tribute.
album.
You're really into a theme trip.
Yeah.
Like you really.
Well, it makes me remember stuff. There's but we would listen to her first album as a homage to Jewel and also to our music taste in high school.
That was Jack Teeth living in a car, Jewel. Mm-hmm. I liked her.
Me too.
I think she just felt attainable. Then she became very unattainable, Jewel. But fucking Eskimo bitch singing in a car, that's me. That's all me.
I think I'm pretty pro Jewel all the way through. I think it's been she's really kind of kept her own identity through it all. Whatever that is.
Did she have to go? Yeah, but she went a little pop there for a minute.
You know what I mean? She'll
Then she
still
had a
yodel
country
in
album,
every
right?
show, right? She still throws the yodel in, right?
But she used to
gotta
but then she got a
yodel.
little sexy girl, poppy for a minute.
Yeah,
I
they
kinda-
truly
I dug.
went for that. It was a real transformation that they put her through, I think.
And I think she's back.
But the songs were kind of about how she was doing that. It was a little meta, I guess. Pot topic number 2.
Hot topic.
This is about California's sentiment. In 1996, California was the first state to legalize marijuana, and now, according to the latest polls, it looks like it will be legalized for recreational use as well. Yeah, we should have had the word medicinal in the first part. But anyway, it's going to be recreational, it looks like. I guess this November 7?
What? Pot's going to be totally legal in California in November?
Probably. Or, that's what we're going to have the chance to vote right now. The
I
polls
see.
have it at about 55% yes.
But the legal rules, also, it'll never be you can smoke on the streets and never be you can drive.
No, but you could smoke in the streets in the sense that it'd just be a ticket or just you get told to stop smoking in the streets.
Which isn't so bad.
It isn't.
If you go by
isn't bad at all. I've been living by those rules, state to state. And
Ari Shafir told me a Dice thing that I thought was good. I love Dice so much too that it's such a funny story. But he said he would just light up a cigarette in a mall, and Ari said he'd be like, "What are you doing, man? You can't smoke in here." And he's like, "Yeah, why not?" And he just starts smoking, and then eventually someone comes up and just simply goes like, "You can't smoke in here. You got to put that out." And he said he puts it out and he goes, "Hey, I just smoked half a cigarette. What's the big deal?" He's like, he gets to do it anyway. They just tell you to stop eventually. Those are the rules. Yeah, everyone's going to do it.
I got a friend that's the whole game she plays, is she just does it until they tell her to stop, and then she just apologizes and stops. But, I like to smoke and smoke and smoke, so I prefer an environment where I could just get away with it for a while.
Does that make you stop? You get belligerent.
Also, it's for the first time a majority of Californians who are 55 and older think it should be legalized. So
I would too if I was retiring. Well, I guess 55-year-olds aren't retiring, but
but they also don't want their kids' lives screwed up by it because it's just so common now. And it's it's not for everybody. Some people just don't keep doing it. That reminds me, we should. You guys want to do the Indica? Is this a good time to do that? Are we? Did I get the signal?
What's it gonna do?
And then, right, legalizing it will take out all the weed dealers out of business, and then they'll go back to selling crack like adults.
Oh, here, I'm going to put it in the Willy Wonka.
What does the Indica do?
That's going to be the thing that really, guarantees that you're not going to do anything else this evening.
I think I'm already there.
Let me speak in Ricky's language. This is going to make you really sink into some Law and Order.
This is it, right?
I mean, you're really you're
I'm
going
gonna do SVU, the first season.
Yeah, you're going deep tracks.
Yeah.
This might call for a D'Onofrio criminal intent.
I'm gonna do Mariska Hargitay when she still had that short hair.
I got a great idea, you guys. Let's go to a break, and when we come back, we're gonna all do a hit of Indica, and then it'll be time for a magic trick. See you in a few. Hey everybody, so that we don't have to do it in the show, I'm going to do it during the breaks. I want to say subscribe to this show if you haven't already, and click the like button as it helps fight against people who flag our videos. And you can also subscribe on iTunes for the audio-only version of the show. And also, our web store is now through villubi.com. We'll put it on the screen, I think, maybe. Check it out. You can still visit us at the same URL, bit.ly/DougMerch. Order your mugs, t-shirts, and blue cards. Get blue cards. We'll sign them, and then the post office will put something right over the signature, and it's a big waste of money. Cards for Hymanity, I like to call it. Thanks, you guys, and enjoy your day. Hey everybody, this episode is brought to you by our friends at Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box service for epic, geek, and gamer items and pop culture gear. For less than $20 a month, you get 4 to 8 items that include licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique one-of-a-kind items, and more. Loot Crate is more than just a subscription service. It's an entire community of fans that share their experience and interact with each other around the unboxing of each month's crate. And they guarantee $40+ in value in every crate. Sometimes it's a lot more. Every month there's a different theme and all the items are curated around that theme. Pop culture is full of brave new worlds and societies in flux that don't always turn out for the best. June's theme will be exploring some of the ways things can go wrong with dystopia, featuring classics RoboCop, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and The Matrix, and new faves BioShock Infinite and Fallout 4. We've got a figure, cool collectibles, and of course, our dystoporific monthly tea. Remember, you only have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate, and when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. Sayonara. So go to lootcrate.com/getdoug and enter the code GETDOUG to save $3 on your new subscription today.
Welcome back to Get It Done with High.
All right, welcome back to Gina Davis Was Here. We're going to do an Indica. Yeah, drum roll, please. Who wants to go first?
Not me.
Okay.
All right, you go first? Yeah, you go first.
I want to make sure I'm doing it right.
It's rude to not, you got to offer a freshie, I'm told.
Butt beads.
It's important.
Looks.
That is anal beads, isn't it?
Yeah. Holds a surprisingly lot of weed.
Surprising lot of weed.
It's
Hey,
not
why don't you
clearing
just
out.
finish that?
I know,
Why
I
don't
was
you just
gonna say,
clear it?
can I
Just clear it, yeah. Good job. It's perfect. Perfect way to get a partial hit or whatever. That
Let's go kill a cop.
was a good hit, though.
Let's go kill a cop.
Now, this should really settle everybody down.
What's your favorite
I do
episode
have
of Law and Order
glasses
ever?
on.
Well, I'm an SVU guy. When Stabler had to kill the girl because she came in to shoot in the... It was tough. It's what ended Stabler's career, quite honestly. He wasn't okay after that.
No, he was a family man. He was a Catholic. He was torn in many directions. He had to stay safe for his kids.
And he had to kill a girl. That's my favorite episode.
My favorite episode is
It's
the
a real
one with
boner.
Leah Thompson, where she kidnaps this child from a park, and she's like, "No, it's my kid." When they come to get her, and they do a DNA test, and it is her child. And what happened was her fertility doctor took her eggs and put them in other women, and so she had children going around, and her child had died, and then she had to like sign over custody.
Great episode. I'd like the better one was called Vince Vaughn's Delivery Man.
She just sensed that they were her kids?
Yeah,
She
had
just
that mother's
figured it out?
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
and she was right. So they didn't
Right,
charge
but
her.
why don't we hear the stories of women who claim that somebody is their child and they're just nuts?
Just not.
They're just crazy. Won't drop it.
It's a way better episode. Yeah.
Because, that person has to, really get in there and be really annoying. Like I was watching the movie Rudy recently, And in that movie, he's really a pest to get like onto the team at the
get a
school
shot.
that he wants to go to. Like he really pesters people a lot, and even kind of lies a little bit. He's kind of got like a Rupert Pupkin thing going on.
He's a hero.
But the
And
story
then
really
he's
is-
the hero of the movie. And
really
he
is-
really is like kind of a conniving, kind of weird kid.
But it's like he's like the eye rolly guy where he comes around and it's like, oh Christ.
I feel like
Is that little
Rudy.
dorky kid out there smashing the pads by himself
They
again?
make fun of
Christ
him a
already.
lot, but he just bounces back and he's just like, hey, I
feel
was
like
talking
Rudy
to
is
the
like
dean
Annie.
the other day. What?
Rudy is like Annie, I think. Because Annie's like a little manipulative and she's always like, who, me? Kind of thing. But then she's like, I'll move into the mansion. Rudy's kind of like that, where he's just like waiting by the door.
You know what's great about
Yeah,
those
he
movies?
wishes that movie had a mansion that he could move into.
Those movies are always great because sometimes at the end of it they show you the actual footage, and you see it was nowhere near as heroic as the actual thing. Like Rudy did come in for a play, and got a sack. He did get a sack, but it was like, remember when like the handicapped kid, they let him shoot a 3-pointer, and everyone's like, but he nailed it. It's like they let him basically get a sack in the play so everyone could cheer Rudy in the audience, which I also think only his family was cheering Rudy. I don't think the whole audience was doing that. The movie Invincible about the Philadelphia Eagles guy with Mark Wahlberg, who like walked on tryout for the Eagles and became like, he had this amazing like.
I love that title because his name's Vince, you see.
Yeah.
So he's Invincible.
Right.
Right at the end of the movie ends with him doing like this crazy like spinning out of like 4 tackles, jumping over a guy, this crazy play that goes for a touchdown, and then you like watch the play. It's like it's so fast and like not that like meaningful in the game or anything. It's like okay, it was like 4 minutes into the game. It wasn't even like a big game winner or anything. It was like no like they add all that drama around. It's hilarious to me.
You sound like you're ready for a magic trick.
I'm never not ready for a magic
All right,
trick.
let's do this. It's game time.
Is this the one where he pulls the string out of his stomach?
I don't remember.
What?
Yes, do.
Crazy one.
Do I even need to do it now? All right, Ricky, just reach out and tap a card for me. Okay, take a look at it. Memorize it. Place it back here. All right, I actually made a prediction before the show. Put it right here.
That was my card. Is that every card?
Nope.
God.
How did that work? How? I don't understand that one. I'm not joking. Like, it doesn't make sense.
It was so fast. I wasn't aware that anything had happened.
I picked a card and then he guessed my card.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so
I think it's
pretty
your-
impressive, right?
I think it's your segment. You created your unimpressed and everybody goes, yeah, he picked your cards. He's a fucking magician.
Yeah, it's the idea. It's, he came in and did that, and everybody's like, "What?
But aren't you like how?
Am I like how?"
Yeah.
No, because I kind of know the basics of it. Like I know that that's a real deck of cards. It's not like if you picked it up right now, it'd be all 2s or something.
That's what I was checking.
Because that's what they'd tell you when you're starting out in Magic. But when you really learn how to manipulate the cards, then you don't need fake cards.
I respect Magic a lot because I've gone to Magic shops and bought like the most basic, stupid tricks just to do for fun around the house or to impress my daughter, and I can't do them. And they come in like, it's something you would buy for like $1, it looks like next to the cash register somewhere, and I can't figure.
Which one can't you figure out?
There's
The handcuffs.
There's the thing where it makes it look like the napkin is floating, or not,
Oh,
where
yeah.
the handkerchief is floating. What was the other one I couldn't do? The other one's like the bend the card. You can make the penny float over the card. I figured that one out. That was easy.
Try this one. You shake a napkin and you crumple it up in your 2 fists, and you act like you're going to try to hide which fist it's in. And but have it in this top one, and then say. You just do this dumb thing where you do some weird gesture, like I always do it like this. So I just go 1, 2, 3, and they go pick which hand it's in, and they pick, and they always pick right. They pick it right for 2 times in a row. I do it so they pick it correctly, and then on the 3rd time, when you do this, you just throw the balled up napkin over their head behind them, and bring your hand back down.
Yeah.
They never see it, but if people are watching, they all just start laughing because they know what you're doing to the person. It's like this.
Do you watch it?
I've done this to children when the opportunity presents itself, which isn't often, fortunately. But I just can imagine, like, punch a kid in the face and go, "No, it's a trick." You know, like, what are you doing? But yeah, and you throw it over their head, and then when you open your hands and it's in neither of them, the person just can't. There's no explanation, and you just toss it right over their head.
If you want testimony for how high I am, I will say that when you describe doing this whole thing and you describe putting a napkin in your hand and trying to show that it's more in this hand, I swear to you, I forgot at one point that you didn't have a napkin in your hand. And when you go and they pick the hand and you open this hand, and I was like, oh wow, I thought it was in that hand. And you open this one, and for a second I had to realize I was like, holy shit, Doug just made that napkin disappear. There was never a napkin. There was never a napkin, but that all went through me during that right there. I'm like, wow, Doug's a magician. I go, Doug does magic too.
I didn't realize till I was doing it that I can mime doing it without having the actual napkins. I can still do the whole thing as if I have napkins. So it's very persuasive, I bet. Ricky,
Yes.
Season premiere of the new season of Another Period is June 15th.
Wednesday.
That's
2 days.
Wednesday night, 2 nights from tonight. And that'll be Wednesday nights at 10 on Comedy Central.
It's funny. It's a funny show.
Yeah, it's
I'm
very.
biased.
Well, of course, you're. You know,
I think it's funny.
you're the title character, but the point is,
I'm not the title character.
I know, right? Isn't
You're
that
not
weird
playing
way
Another
to put
Period?
it?
No.
Oh. This
It's
changes
a
everything.
detective show. One of us is, Leah Another, and the other one is Elizabeth Period.
Exactly.
And we solve crimes.
Together, back to back,
Yeah.
holding guns.
Jay has so much going on. It's crazy.
My apologies.
It's Comedy Central hour-long special live at Webster Hall. Webster Hall in Toronto?
No, it was from New York.
New York. Premieres this Friday, June 17th at midnight on Comedy Central. Sirius XM with Dan Soder, The Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Channel 95. It's got a podcast also, Legion of Skanks, live every Tuesday and Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, available on iTunes, YouTube, and legionofskanks.com. That's not all, you guys. Go to bigjcomedy.com for tour dates and more. What's going on with Garfunkel and Oates?
We have like 5 or 6 shows coming up, but we're trying to write something new. We're trying to branch out in another direction.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should, before we go, we should think of something you should write a song about. Maybe about, proper bathroom choice.
Oh, yeah.
Educational.
What would it be called?
Get out of my bathroom, tranny.
Well, that's good.
I'm just spitballing, guys. I thought we were all going to jump in on this.
I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. I'm doing stand-up in Philadelphia at Helium. It's a gas on Wednesday, June 22nd. Tampa at the Improv on Saturday, July 2nd. And Washington, D.C., the aforementioned. I'm doing a Dabs Day show, 7/10. July 10th.
What's Dabs Day?
It's like this stuff we were doing, but that
Much more technical.
stronger shit where they like take out a torch. You must have done that at one point or another.
I don't think so.
Really?
It's pretty, that's the only thing I've ever seen somebody at that place in Toronto, the Underground Comedy Club they have, where it's weed friendly, everybody smokes in there. Those dabs, what I've seen people like go down on the ground.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Need to be like have their head rubbed by a nice lady while they come to.
Very nice lady. They're very nice. They're very. They gave me a cold cloth, a couch. I just didn't think I would just get up and go out and get some fresh air because that place is just it's like it isn't here sometimes. So congratulations to everybody for getting through it. And let's hear it for my guests, Riki Lindhome and Big J Oakerson. Standing strong after those Indica hits. Everybody's making sense. And the next show is going to be next Monday, 1 week from today, June 20th, but we do not know the time yet. So just check into the YouTube page or my Twitter account or however it is you figure it out. And thanks for watching live or archived. And we'll see you next Monday.